My sister ruined our lives and turned her back on us after she married a rich man. Now she's trying to leech off of us after they divorced. I live with my parents in a cramped apartment. My parents pretty much lost everything just so my sister could go to college 2 years ago, only to know that she was not going to school. She parties and uses the money for clubbing and extravagant trips. She ended up getting pregnant with a man twice her age and turned her back on us after everything. She told my parents she doesn't care about us now because she has a new family. They try their best to keep us afloat. However, things got pretty bad when my sister 31 moved in after her divorce. We've never gotten along well because of the age gap, but ever since the divorce, things have been even worse. She goes out at parties all night, returns home, and sleeps all day. She practically makes our mother do everything, including caring for her. My mom has to do my sister's laundry and dishes and drive her to and from places. She is a lovely, quiet, soft-spoken person who quickly gets distressed. My sister will go off on her and make her cry if she does something wrong. When my dad came home from work, my sister would come out of her hiding hole and demand that he do stuff like get her Starbucks or some new clothing accessories at the mall. Dumb poop like that always gets done because my parents will do anything for us, which is fine up until it reaches that limit. My sister doesn't work and mooches money off everybody, including me. I have tried to get my parents to stop it, but they say there's little they can do because she's an adult, and they want her to be happy. They give me money in return, but that's not the point I'm trying to make. I have just stopped bringing it up because we're not in a good enough financial situation. When my sister moved in, my parents wanted her privacy, so they asked me to sleep on the couch. Okay, fine. I started sleeping on the couch, but then my sister started complaining about the freaking decorations that were in there and made my parents and I move everything so she could make the room into her own. My sister has also started smoking in the apartment unit, even though that's against the rules and could get us kicked out, pouring water on the cat like a freaking psychopath and bullying me about the most innocuous poop. I finally lost it yesterday night and yelled at my sister that she deserved to get a divorce and that I don't blame her husband for divorcing her, although he should have done it a long time ago. My sister, predictably, pitched a fit, and my parents blamed me, even though she'd been the one terrorizing us for the past month. Am I the a-hole? Because these freaks certainly think I am. Update. Things got even worse a few weeks after our big fight. My mom went to me crying about a large sum of money missing from their account. This money was supposed to cover our rent. We all know who took the money. It's no coincidence that the account was empty right after your daughter moved in and started mooching off everyone. I said, she's been out every night, buying all this new stuff. You know she doesn't have any income. My dad said, she's going through a tough time. We need to support her, he said, almost trying to convince himself. But at what cost? I snapped. She's smoking in the apartment, which could get us kicked out, and now she's stolen money that we need to survive. My mom started crying again, and my dad looked like he was about to argue, but I cut him off. I'm serious. If you don't make her leave, then I'm leaving. I can't live like this anymore. And remember, I pay half the rent here. If I go, things will get even tighter for you financially. There was a long silence. Finally, my dad spoke. We'll talk to her. We'll give her an ultimatum. Either she starts contributing and behaving, or she has to leave. I was relieved after that. That night, they confronted my sister. As expected, she denied everything, screamed, and threw a massive tantrum. But this time, my parents didn't back down. They stood firm, telling her she needed to shape up or get out. In her usual fashion, my sister chose to leave rather than admit wrongdoing or make any effort to change. She packed her bags and stormed out, cursing us all and vowing never to speak to us again. After she left, the apartment felt strangely quiet and peaceful. My parents and I could relax for the first time in months. I could finally sleep in my room again.